I don't know if this has worked. I hope it has. Sorry for the inconvenience, everybody. Let's see if it's working on my other device. If you're here, please do say hi. It would be nice to have you here. I think this is actually gone off. Let me see if I am live now. Oh dear. So annoying. Anybody there? Or have you disappeared? Have you gone off, folks? I'm not surprised if you have. I don't know why it's saying so many of these. I'm live on all these because I'm actually not. Hi Lorna, am I the right way round this time? Sorry about the confusion, but the last time I did it was absolutely fine. There was no problems whatsoever. I did it absolutely fine. But I always struggle with getting the orientation right. So that's something. Hi Anita, thanks for staying with me. Gosh, honestly. Right, so I've got you all on there now. Lovely. So thanks so much for coming on. Do you think this is something that you would like to do on a Tuesday? So these are the cards that I made this earlier on. So it was a oh, you can't get me on the tablet. You can get me on your phone. You should be able to get me on the tablet if you've got the YouTube app, I would have thought. So this was one I made on the earlier live. So it's a diagonal fold easel card. So I made that. And I also made these lovely little notelets. So stamped a background on A4 and cut it into various different little notelets, a tag, and then a bigger card. And I had Jenny's Crafty Corner on, and Denise Little G Paper Crafts, and also somebody came on from Canada who I don't know, Desiree, I think that's her name. I couldn't pronounce it. Desiree, I think it was. So I thought I'd come on tonight and just do some little bits and pieces with some strips of paper. So if you want to craft along, feel free to do that, and I'll let you get some stuff. So for this card, it's a kind of, what would you call it, optical illusion type card. So I won't be making this size, but I just wanted to make one to show you. So if you get yourself some patterned paper out your stash, you could make it 6x6, but I've got this 4x6 one base. So if you want to join in, you need 2 pieces of patterned paper, preferably from the same paper pad that's, the same design. And if you're doing it by 4x6, you would need to what am I trying to say? Cut the strips. So you need to cut 2 different strips from it. So I've got like one piece of paper which came from this pack. So this was a pack I got ages ago from Temu. So I've picked one. I think I picked this one, which is quite, I mean, it doesn't have to be paper like this. It can be absolutely any paper you've got in your stash. So I can't find the one that I used, but it was quite this. I think it was this. So I've cut the strips to 1/4 of an inch. I think that's what they were. I'll put it on one of them. Half an inch actually, by 5 3/4 inches. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of that, and you need, I should still have 5 pieces. Oh, that's not it. You need 4. You need 4 pieces of one and 4 pieces of the other. So that's what I'm going to do. And you also need foam tape, or you can have some cardboard to use as foam tape for lifting it up. Oh, hi there, Anne. Great that you could join us. Excellent. Nice to have you here. Thanks so much. So, right. So, what I'm going to do is just make this card. So, the first things first, you want to put your first strip down flat with glue. So that's what I need, flat. Hi again, Gail. Thanks for coming back in. Sorry about the orientation thing. I'll get to grips with that again. So really do appreciate you guys coming on and supporting me. Is it something you think you do regularly? So these were cut too. Hi Anne, lovely to see you. Thanks for coming. Well, not see you, but have you here. So you do one strip flat down, then you take the second sheet, the second piece of paper that you've cut up, and you put that on next, but you're going to raise it up. So you're going to raise the next piece up, and I'm trying to get these in order because that's not order, that goes there. So I haven't got any foam left because I used it all today. So I'm going to find a piece that sticks on the back. So the next piece goes on with foam tape, or if you want to use some packaging just to get rid of it, that's what you could use. Oh, great. Well, I'm hoping to have them, as I say, most weeks. Now, there's obviously going to be some weeks I'm not going to be able to do them because of things like holidays and maybe other things. But I do plan to come on every week if I can. Well, I had actually thought I was going to put some information onto the community page, or come on with a live, with a wee chat with everybody, but I didn't quite get round to it to tell you all what you were going to need for the live. But there's time to just get the pieces if you want to do that. And this card measures 4 by 6 inches. And if you're using, you need 2 pieces of patterned paper from the same pad, and you cut 4 pieces from each part of paper, and then you cut them to 1/2 inch, I think I said. Yeah, 1/2 inch by 5 3/4 inches. And that's what we do. So if I'm not going too fast, you know, it's quite easy to catch up. You don't get any posts. What do you mean you don't get it? So you don't get any posts on YouTube. So if I put something in the community page of this channel, you don't get it then. Is that what you mean? I wonder why that is. That's weird. So just line it up next to it. I've still got brown bits on this, I can see them. Gonna have to get rid of that. I don't. So you wouldn't be able to see the prompts from last month for this month for Tag Tuesday then. I wonder why that is. See, that's gone in there. It's not good. You can't see it. Wonder why that is. I will need to have an investigate about that, because I have had quite a few people saying I can't see the prompts, have disappeared. That one's not very good. So once you've put the first flat one on, you then put this one on with foam tape. Then you go back to your next cut here and you line that up and you're going to put that in flat. Must be my end then. I'll need to have a look at that, because yeah, I have had a few other people saying to me I can't see them or they've disappeared. Oh, you know. Strange that. I don't know. I'll definitely have a look at my settings and see what that might be. I don't know why that would be. No, I'm not very happy with this because it's not quite sitting right. And this is going to rip, isn't it? Let's see if I can just move it slightly. Don't do this in your own one. Don't copy me this way, because that's not the best. Right, that's better. And then you're going to take the next one off the other page and you're going to put it on foam tape. So it's every alternate one is going to go on foam or on this packaging, which I'm trying to use up. Yeah, I'll definitely check that, because as I say, there's been quite a few people who are now joining into Tag Tuesday who have said they can't see the prompts. So I don't know why that is. As I say, I'll need to check it. So there's maybe just some setting that I need to just sort of change. I don't know. I mean, I think I did look at it before, but I couldn't see anything that I could change on it. No, that's too wide. Let's get one of these ones and cut it in half. Right, that might be better. Yes, just cut it to there. That's fine. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but YouTube is a bit weird, because I had 1,490 something, 94 subscribers, and now I've gone down to 1.8489 again. So I don't know if it's just people unsubscribing or if it's YouTube that does it. I really don't know. But it's very annoying and it is quite weird. But I don't know. So then pop the next one on, just on there, like that. See, that one's a bit weird. There we go. And then get your other piece that's going to just go in between there. So which sort of time is better for you guys that are on just now, like Lorna, Gail and Anne? If you were coming on this live, would you prefer to come on? Could you come on in the day, in the afternoon at 2, or is it better for you to come on in the evening? No, I don't know which is better. Right, so we're going to pop this bit on next, I think. Yes, a bit next. So I'm going to just pop this on. I used to do lives quite a lot, actually. Didn't get that many people coming on it, but I got a sort of regular bunch of people that came on, and I was doing it on a Sunday evening at that point. But then sometimes I just thought there was only like really 5 people, and it was great that they were there, and that was great. But I just kind of stopped because I just felt sometimes nobody came on, and it's quite lonely when you're crafting here on your own. I suppose it's like just normal. Oh, hi, Janet. Lovely to have you here. Fabulous. Really nice. Thanks so much for joining us. So who said the afternoons were better? Anne says the afternoons are better. Depends if I go to something. I got something on, I arrange it round. If that makes sense. Totally makes sense. So yeah, I'm just going to, as I say, I'm just going to gauge to see. I think I'll have to do it again next week for the two times, but I might have to come. Actually, next week I can't do the 2 times because I realised I can do the evening, but I can't do the afternoon because I have got a workshop I'm going to. So I can't actually do next week. So in the afternoon, I can do it in the evening, but not in the afternoon. So I'm just going ahead and I'm just popping this down. Let's see. Oops. Usually available both times, said Lorna. On a Tuesday, Gail and I go to the local craft class. All right, is that Stampin' Up class? Just because I've heard you talking about Stampin' Up quite a bit. I used to do Stampin' Up demonstrator myself, but I don't do it anymore. I haven't done it for a while. So now you'll see that that's sort of coming together, and then this is the last strip that's going to come on to this card, and this will go on with foam, or I'm using this packaging. So it's a kind of optical illusion type card. I don't know what it's really called, but so let me see what I've got here. Oops. Oh, it is Stampin' Up. Do you like it? They've got nice products. They do have nice products, but they are quite dear. But they are nice, and they all coordinate, don't they? So yeah. Just going to cut that off. Right, so just popping this bit on now, on the edge. like that. And that is my kind of sort of illusion card. So I've got a little bit of, I've got a butterfly here. And I've got some wording. So I've popped, because these are quite thin papers, I've popped a butterfly onto a bit card. And I'm just going to cut that out just to make it a little bit more rigid. Like that. If you want to join in to the next bit, just while I'm thinking ahead, you could get yourself a piece of A4 card, some ink. If you've got Distress Oxides, maybe 1 or 2, whatever colours you want. And also some stamps and some black VersaFine or Nocturne VersaFine Clear if you've got something like that, or something else like that, because we're going to do a big sheet, but we're going to do slightly different stamping. We're not going to do what I did earlier, we're just going to do slightly different stamping. So while I'm cutting this out, I'm just going to put this on when I've cut it out. Thank you, Gail. You can just get ahead and get yourself sorted. I once actually thought of doing a Zoom sort of craft along. I don't know how people would feel about that. A sort of like a Zoom kind of class. I mean, I don't know if that's something that people would come to, a Zoom class. I don't know if people have got Zoom, whether that would be easier. Because that's quite nice, because then you can actually chat to each other and in a way, and you can actually see each other's projects. So that's something to think about. I'm not sure though if that's something that people would join into. But you know, I have done Zoom classes before with voluntary groups and things in the past. Well, it was okay, it worked out okay. You could chat to. It was mostly in COVID I probably did that. There we go. So I've got a little butterfly, and I'm just going to pop the little butterfly. Thank you, Anita. That's really nice of you. Thanks. I'm glad you're staying with us. Oh. So I'm just going to pop this, I think, just there. I should have probably done it higher up to hide that mess. Could do. Let's hide that mess up there. Just get rid of that bit there. And then I might just put happy birthday, or shall I put thanks? I've got a couple of bits here that I could put on. Let me look through the screen to see what looks good. What do you think, folks? Do you think happy birthday? Or do you think thanks? Let's just cut this a bit straighter, because it's actually quite... Squint, I'm not very good. You wouldn't know. I was a hairdresser at one point in my life. No, I did cut the people's hair straight. Oh dear. Right, so I'm going to do a fishtail. So that just means cutting down to the middle there, going in from the corner to the middle diagonally, and creating what's called a fishtail. So I think I'll just pop this on with glue as well. I'm just going to pop that onto the bottom. Just across there, like that. Hold that down for a few seconds. And will I put this flower on or not? What do you think? Will I put that flower on or not? I don't know. What do you think, folks? Do you think it looks nice as is? Or with the flower? I'll leave it there. Right, I'm going to just finish off. Yes, yes. What does yes, yes mean? Yes with the flower? Is that what you mean? Right, so I've got a few things I could stick on here. Let's just see. We've got some of these nice. These are actually, I have got a little Stampin' Up stuff, Lorna and Gail. I do like their stuff, but I tend to buy off the clearance. If I buy anything, I buy off the clearance rack these days. Or Last Chance, I think it's called. I don't tend to buy anything that's full price. But, you know, that's just me. You like it as it is. Yes, flip for the flower. Oh dear. What will I do? I'll put the flower on? or not? Oh, I'm just leaving it at the minute. Right, I'm going to put some of these blue sequins on. So one just there. One here. And I usually try to do uneven numbers for these. What do you think? Oh yeah. That's a good way to do it as well. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've destashed quite a lot of my Stampin' Up. I've got a few things left now. I don't have. I mean, I use a lot of the tools and things. I have got things that are still theirs, but I just didn't want to stick to one brand. Really, that was my qualm with it. Really. So there we go. That is sort of illusion, or whatever. That's it. Goes that way. So there we go. Now I have got a light here and it's gone out. So let's see if we can get this one to work. Yeah, just bear with me. I'm just going to take this one off. So we're going to have a bit of wobbling with the camera, but you will really notice the difference when I put this one on. So I'm just clipping that onto my side of my screen. I think that's made a difference, I hope. Hopefully I'm winding this the right way. Oh, that's okay, Anne. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Right, I don't know if that's made. I think I've been winding this the wrong way. Oh dear. Bear with me, folks. Oh, jeez. Right. So I've got various new lighting. I was saying this earlier. I've got this new gorgeous desk with loads of storage, and it's got this main desk here that I work on. That's better. Yeah, that looks a wee bit brighter, I think. So I've got this main desk that I work here on, and I've got two small thin desks either side. So that's quite good because I've got my cutting machine on that side, and on the other side I've got some other bits that I need also. So but they're the size of like A4 card. They're like huge LED lights. My husband said, yeah, you need these. You know, that'll mean that you don't have any problems with your lighting. So I wasn't convinced, and when they came I was like, they're far too big. But they do give a really good light when I'm filming, so I just have to of keeping them, but they do get very, very, very hot. So anyway, so that is that card. So right now I've got this piece of, pop that to the side, and thanks for that. So pop this away just now. So if you're going to be crafting along, that would be great. So this one is going to be a stamping. So let's get rid of that messy stickiness. So this is just a piece of A4 super smooth card from Pink Frog Crafts, because that's the ones I tend to use. I'm just having a sip of my tea. It's going to be cold. And it is. It's freezing. Right, so what I thought we'd do so that we can make... So what I did with the last card was I did draw on it. And I didn't actually think of using the grid line to draw. I just kind of drew it with this T-square thing. And I don't do measurements. I mean, I just eyeball everything. I absolutely don't do measurements. But we're not going to measure because I don't do them. So what I thought we could do, if you want to craft along with me, is we get some distress oxides, if you've got any, or some maybe sort of chalky, or it could just be inks, distress inks, if you've got that. If you don't have it, any inks that you've got. You need some blending brushes, and you need some stamps. It could be floral stamps, it could be animal stamps, it could be anything really. Because what I want to do here is I want to put some blending here, and then stamp, 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 turn it round and stamp, 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 and then we can cut it into cards. How does that sound? You think you'll join in? And it's fabulous. I've got 6 people watching. I'm really, really happy. Right, so I'm going to get, let's start with oxides. As I say, first use whatever you've got. So I'm going to start with shabby shutters. I'm going to get some inks, some brushes even, not inks. See what that's okay. So I'm starting with shabby shutters, and I'm just going to go all the way along here. I'm not really, I really do actually need to get new brushes, because these are quite old and I don't know if they're that great anymore. I've had them for ages. So just down one side, I'm going to do shabby shutters. So you've still got time to get your inks and to get your A4 paper, if that's what you want to do, or if you just really want to watch, that is absolutely fine as well. Right, and I'm just going to turn it round and do the same. All right, okay, fair enough, Janet. It's up to you. There's no rules. No rules at all. So what time is it over there just now in the US? Are you behind or in front? So it's just using really sort of circular motions, or just I'm kind of rubbing it up and down because I'm trying to just cover that bit. Right, so that's that one piece done. And then I'm going to get some, that's quite 3:20 in the afternoon. Oh, my friend, that's so funny. My friend, I forgot you stayed there. My friend, my bestest friend and her daughter are actually away on holiday to North Carolina to see her sister. So that's funny, but her sister lives in a place called Charlotte. So, yeah. Right, I'm going to use, no, I'm not going to use that. That's not true. I'm going to use squeezed lemonade. Now, I'm going to change my brush. So you will be 5 hours behind, are you? Something like that, because I'm sure that's what my friend said. It was 5 hours behind, roughly. So, right, so let's find a brush for this one. So squeezed lemonade. So we're just going to go over, just sort of over the top of this bit here, just blending it together. So, all right. Yeah. And yes, and actually my nephew, he works for a company that's based in North Carolina, but it's really, I think his company is based, he works for that company, but his actual base is in Scotland, Glasgow, so yeah. Right, so just sort of blend that together and that, and then we're going to probably just put a wee bit more on because I want to blend a bit of a sky in as well. Sorry if my camera is shaking a little bit because I can see that it is. Right, so we're going to turn that round, and then we're going to add some, where is it? No, not that one. Oh, jeez. We're going to add some, we might add a little bit of Salvage Patina first, actually, my favourite colour, just in before we put this, or will we, no, we'll do this one first. So a little bit of Salvage Patina now, just going across as well. Go. And then this piece here, I'm just going to do a wee bit of that too. I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll put worn lipstick on it actually now. I might just leave it with the blue, yellow and green. Right, that's fine. So, I'm not going to put the worn lipstick on, I've decided. had to leave it. So the next thing you would want to do is get a bit of water, I should have said. So where's my water gone? I do have some, but I think it's over here, this table. Yes. So the table behind me is just a wee table that I have out when I've got my crafty lady in. It comes every fortnight on a Friday. I do a 1-to-1. Right. So I've just splattered some of that on. And let's see if I've got some I can take it off with. Let's just don't use that side. So just popping that over the top, and that will just take out some of the colour, because you splatted water, and distressed oxides are water reactive. So you can just see there, I hope you can see that that's got a few wee bits that have come out. So there we go. So just getting rid of that now. Right, so I've decided that I'm going to use my VersaFine Black Onyx even. And I'm just going to get some Lavinia stamps. These are the ones nearest to me. You could have used any stamps you wanted. So let's just have a look and see what we can use. So I've got this lovely dandelion, which I might use. Or I might not use that. I might use it though. What else have I got? I've got these ferns, fern heads, which I might use as well. I have also got a toadstool I could maybe use. Who knows? What else have I got? I've got a little bee, which I might use. And so I'd say 3 or 4 stamps is probably what you need. 3 or 4 is probably enough just to... I've got some words as well. So I think that's all I'm going to take out for now. I might take something else out in a minute, but that's all I'm having just now. I'm going to get rid of these brushes back over here, out of the way. I'm going to put these Lavinia stamps to the side. I need my blocks down now. Right, so I'm going to start with the toadstool, I think. So this is called just fairy toadstool, excuse me. Something that's going to fit this. So I'm saying use your black stamps, but actually you don't have to. Black inks, you could actually use, if you've got VersaFine Clear or Archival, you could actually use them, because you don't always need to stamp in black. You can stamp in other colours, so let's just do it in a different colour. So I've got, let me see if I can find pine cone as a colour, and then that might be quite nice. So I've got pine cone, which is, so these are, oh, what's that? Oh, what have I done? Don't know what I've done there. Let's just, so these ones are not water reactive, so if I was to go ahead and splatter again over this, there wouldn't be a bleed. So what I'm going to try to do here is, I'm going to try try and do 4 pieces. So I'm going to go straight in there with this bit. I probably should have put something under it, but there we go. That's fine. And I'm going to take this block to the stamp because the stamp's really bigger than the block. If you have smaller stamps, do it the other way around. So let's just put that on there as well. Please can you remember to give me a thumbs up, folks? That would be really helpful. That stamp is gorgeous, really is nice. And then we'll put one there. And I'm not sure we're going to get one in, but we're going to get something in, so that's fine. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, does it? Just going to put it slightly further down as well. Okay, and I do plan to stay on for about an hour, she says, and I don't know when I came on, so it's probably about an hour now, but if you're happy to stay with me, folks, I'm happy to carry on doing what I'm doing. So I'm going to just pop this away because I don't think I'm going to use that on the other side. I'll just pop that up there. Now I've got, so I'm thinking I'm going to turn it round and do this dandelion on the other side, on the other edge. So, let's just pop that away. Are you all still there, guys? Yep. Oh, hi, Karen. Lovely to see you, or to have you here. Really nice of you to join us. Thanks so much. Right, so are you doing okay, Karen? Yep, good. That's great. Right, so let me see. I've got one of these bigger ones. Let's see. You're all very quiet. That's why I thought you'd all disappeared. You're not saying much. You're just watching. Right, so I'm using this rainforest for this one. And I'm just going to do similar. So I'll just stick my finger in, haven't I? So just kind of go into there. Oh gosh. I know what you mean. I had that nasty virus for weeks. I had 4 antibiotics and some steroids. And I still got a cough, but hey ho. You know, it's not very nice. I hope you feel better soon. I just go for that. And then a wee one just there. So 2nd generation stamping, which is always nice as well. And as I say, you don't have to stamp in black ink. You can actually stamp in colour. I'm just going to put this one slightly further up. Good, good. That's good. Just put that one slightly further down as well. And then the last one, I think, then I'll add some of the leaves in. So I'm just going to go there and then there to this side. Just change it up slightly. There we go. Right, so pop that there, and I'm going to put these leaves on now. Oh, sorry folks. So let's just, so that leaf can go there. And this one probably go there, and then I'll just pick that up as they are. Put that lid on so I don't get my finger in it, because I surely will, I'm sure. Right. All right. Oh yeah, predictive text, tell me about it. I was writing something today to one of my sisters. I don't know what it was, but for some reason it came up Liverpool. And my sister's like, what? What are you talking about? And I said, oh, predictive text. Oh dear. Right, there we go. And let's just get another one in here, I think. Hopefully. I bet you I've got these leaves round the wrong way. I bet they go the other way. Never mind. Let's try them. No, because that wouldn't wouldn't work, because I've put them in a certain way, haven't I? Never mind. There we go. That'll do. I think they probably do go the other way, but well, it doesn't matter. I don't suppose there's any right or wrong way, is there? Right, so that was the dandelions. What else did I take out? I took some of these fern out, and that bumblebee, and some of these words. So let's see. Let's get a different green for another fern, or we could have, let me think. Let's have a look at some of the more of the stamps, because there's a few more that I could probably add. Let's see, let's move this over, put this in there. Right. See. I actually won 17 stamps in one of the Lavinia giveaways. It was quite, I never win anything like this, and anyway, it was, I just put my name into the giveaway that they do on social media, never thinking I'm going to win any of these things, and then it came up, I had won it. It was weird. So I did, I won 17 stamps. Yeah, I have used them a bit now, but I've not been using the Lavinia stamps for ages. I haven't actually used them for a long time, so I thought I'd better use them. But I don't know why this one's not coming out. It wasn't really that one I wanted, it was a smaller one. So these are foxgloves, I think. Yes. So I'm just going to go in with them now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put green on the part which is, oh, it's not even sticking. Green on the part, let's see if it'll stick. Come on, you know you want to. And this lilac bloom in the top part. Oh, it's not sticking. It's been annoying. Why is it not sticking? It's going to fall off. Look. See if I can stick it on. Don't fall off, please. So I'm just going to pop that in between. Like that. There we go. And then, so I'll put green on the bottom and lilac on the top. It could be pink on the top, whatever colour you fancied. Oops. Just popping that in between. Oh, I don't excuse me, see what I mean? That didn't transfer properly on that bit. Oh, excuse me, folks. Here we go. And we'll do another one at the end because there's a space. There we go, that's fine. So that's those two. Now, I'll just pop them there. And then I'm going to turn it back around to this side. And I'm going to pop into up in these lovely ferret heads onto it. So hopefully this will stick, because they're not all that sticky, these stamps, for some reason. I don't know why they're like that, but they're not sticky. Right, so get rid of that one, and I'm going to go now for Rainforest as the colour this time. And I'm just going to stick these in between here. So one there, and then I'm going to do a second generation there. Just pretty nice. Thanks, Karen. I do like Lavinia's as well. I like Inkylicious as well, another favourite of mine. I'm going to just go straight up there. What are you thinking, folks? Are you crafting along, or are you just watching? Not sure what's going on. Go. And just going to put one there, and one a wee bit higher up here. There we go. And that is probably all I'm really going to do. I'm going to put the bee on as well. So what do you think, folks? Have you done something similar, or are you just watching? Right, so I've got this little tiny bee, which is called Bee Mini, and just watching, but going to try that soon. Great stuff. Great stuff indeed. Right, so I've got this little bee I'm going to pop onto here and just add, excuse me, and I'm just going to add the bee in where is it? Where are you? It's not there. It's underneath that there. Yes, it's going to be in Morning Mist. So just watching. Yeah, sure do. So I'm going to put one that way. I'm going to do one going that way. One going that way. One going this way. And I'll put one just going off the page. And another one just kind of going off the page there. There we go. So that's all the stamping and inking done. So I'm just shoving all these things to the side because I'll tidy them up after. So pop this away because I don't need that anymore. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut it up. And I'll probably not make it into cards on screen because it's getting on in time. So I'm thinking, so this measures roughly, it's 11 3/4 by 8 1/4. So if I do it at 3 3/4, let's see what we've got. So that's 1 3/4. No, we don't want that. We want to try and get it into the middle of each of these. So this is going to be at 3 1/2, this one. So just cut it really where it looks like you should cut it. So this is going to be cut at 3 1/2, no, 2 3/4. 2 3/4, this one. So that could actually be just a smaller card. And then all I do is just sort of do that to get my center. And then that can be 2 small cards. They can be toppers. You could cut that down slightly or cut it at the bottom. So that's 2 there. And then I just like to do that because I don't really do measurements, you know me. Or you should know me by now. Just there, that's another 2. This could have been a bookmark, but that's upside down, so probably you could have it as a topper or a tag. A tag topper, whatever you want it to be. So maybe I do have time. I've only an hour. So that's another topper. So doing this sort of thing is giving you loads of toppers for your cards in a oneer. Because you could do a batch of these for, you can even do Christmas batching. Sometimes I do a 12 by 12 piece as well. I mean, that's slightly bigger. I could cut that down slightly. I mean, I'm saying I'm not going to put them into cards, but I have actually got time if I was going to do it. I just need to get some pieces of card. Bear with. I've got some card over here. So, let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right. Oops. Excuse me. Right, so these are 6 by 6, but I can easily cut them down to make them fit. So you could actually just put one right dead centre if you wanted, or as we did with the other ones, we just put them on and then I cut it down a bit. So I'm happy to do that with these as well. So I could put a backing piece of paper on. I'm trying to just keep this quite simple, so it doesn't have to be you know, it's not got to go on for ages and you've got to get more stuff out. Trying to make this, see if it's right. So you're working on Christmas cards right now. Yeah, it would be a great process for Christmas cards. I mean, you could even make backgrounds with using that same, if you use the same technique, you could just make a big background. It was Christmas excuse me, and then you could cut pieces down and then put other toppers on top of it, if you see what I mean. But I will be doing lots of different things. I'll be doing techniques as well. I'll be doing fancy fold type cards as well. So I will be doing a lot of different stuff. I won't just be doing bog standard cards. I'm trying to do boxes as well and gift bags, because I have got quite a wealth of crafting knowledge. So that could be one card. Now, this I said could maybe be a tag, which it could be, or that one. You just pop that on like that and make that into a tag. So, oh, jinx. Sorry, folks. So this is just a piece that's off and off cut of card. And what I could do here is just cut that down and then just get my scissors and just cut it and make it into a tag shape. And that is quite easily a tag, which can then get off a hole in the top. Like that. You can get a little eyelet that's out. So this will bring the blue colour out of it because it's kind of lost in there. And then you can just make that into your tag. That's a tag. So yeah, you could make wee notebooks up, lots of different things. Really, and as I say, lots of different designs. So let's see, we've got some, that's these two, and then I mean I probably will add lots of other things to this, like for instance if I was finishing this off, I'd probably use this Link of Stella brush and I'd just go over the bees' wings just to kind of bring those out. And then I probably, because I love a splatter, I would actually, where's my, let's just sort this just now. Oh, do you do craft classes too, Anita? So just holding it at the end and just giving it a wee squeeze again, just so that, oh, there is stuff coming out. Oh, it's too much now. Just give it a bit of a splatter. That went a bit too splatty for me. But, and then, you know, that's just a nice little card, or you could just put whatever you want to on it. Add some gems, and that's a nice card for somebody. Let's just do some more. Right, so got that one. That's a little tag. Right, let's do another card. Once a month. Is that in your house or do you do it somewhere else? See, I do it here in my... I did used to have a lot of people that used to come to me on a Friday, but they're off doing other stuff. So this one lady that I've got, she wants to come. I keep coming back, so she comes to me for a one-to-one. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So, as I say, you could put this one straight into the middle, with perhaps something behind it. Now, I've got some of these cards on here, these bits of paper. Maybe I could put one of them behind it. That's probably not big enough. That won't be big enough, will it? Oh, a group of 7. Excellent. Oh, hi there, Simone. I couldn't think what you were called there. Thanks so much for coming on. Lovely to have you. Right, let's try this bit. Just because there's some sort of blue in this. Let's try that. Let's just try this. So, for measurement's sake, this measures 3 3/8, and this measures 4 3/8. So, let's do it at 3 3/8. Let's do it at just a couple of eighths further up, and we'll just do a couple of eighths further up here, and that should give us just a wee outline. Yep, that's fine. And then that could actually just go straight down on there, which is quite nice. So, wrong thing. Where's my... I'm getting into a right mess here. If you see my desk, it's a mess, but I'll tidy it up afterwards. Right, so shouldn't have done that. Should have just... So try and get this as straight as I can. Ooh, she says, looking at it, and it doesn't look very straight at all. Nah. Don't think that's very straight. Oh no. Oh well, I'll just have to do. Right, let's just put this in with a tiny bit of a nice border all the way around. That's quite nice. Doesn't look too squint, does it? It's good. I think that looks okay. And I've got a little bit of a white, if I can get it, gel pen. So what I might just do is go over if this gel pen's going to work. Come on, gel pen. Do your best. Don't think that's working anymore. What could I add to it instead? Sorry, that's my chair making that awful noise. Let's see if this one will work. So just making the spots white instead of blue. If I thought I should have done this red and the rest brown, but it is what it is, really. There we go, that's a wee bit better. Oh, thanks so much, Simone, that's really good. Yeah, I might have to do a moderator or somebody as well for my lives. That is squint, but it's a handmade card, what can I say? And I could put thanks on it there, what do you think, or not? I'm just going to go for it. So we're at an hour and 14 minutes. I'm just going to pop that one to there. There we go. And then I've got these ones now. So first things first, I'm going to put some splatters on because I like a splatter. She says it's not quite coming out. This is where I do a big splatter and it goes everywhere. Here's a wee bit. Right, it should come out now, she says. Come on, out you come, you know you want to, there it is. There it goes. Right, that's more than enough. Right, so that will just dry. Basically, that'll just dry. I could do another one like that as well. I don't have, or I could just do one with this one. Here, let's do it with the darker bit near the top so it'll kind of stand out more. Right. Nearly there, nearly there. Thanks for staying with me, folks. I do appreciate it. It's nice to have your company. I hope you're not falling asleep. Probably when you're crafting along the next time you won't fall asleep because you'll be so busy making. Yep. Super. So there's that one. I think I'll just do this one and then I'm going to go off because it is getting late, and if people have been working and stuff, you know, they just want to probably relax, not necessarily watch me. So that one could go there. Or what I could do is like what I did the last time with one of the other ones. I put two on each on a bit. So I could do that. I'm going to cut this down because I'm going to just cut this down. Thanks so much, Lorna. Glad you're enjoying it. You're welcome, Karen. Oh yeah, the dandelion image is nice, isn't it? It is. It's lovely. Right, so let's just get another piece of this and pop it onto here as well. And see if we can just cut it straight across and get rid of these kind of bits off the edge. Right. So let's just pop that together as well. And then I shall... Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. That's really good. I'm really pleased. I've got 9 folk watching. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea. I do appreciate it. It's sometimes hard on YouTube to get people to come on to things, but yeah, I do appreciate it. Right, so I'm going to leave these 3, and you know what you can do with them, you can put them on card bases, but I've made a good few, and I'm going to have to cut this because it's squint. Should have just used the trimmer to start off with, but I didn't. There we go, it's a tiny slither. That's fine, and I might have to do this side a tiny slither as well. Just a bit. That's it. That's probably too much. Never mind. Right. So, I'm thinking... No, I think we'll go that way. So I'm going to just do this one down flat, as I say, which is usually just straight onto the card base. That's what I mean by flat. And this one I'm going to pop up. So I've got all these bits of packaging that I'm using instead of foam pads. If you don't like doing anything like that, just use double-sided foam tape or whatever you've got. So it's just a case of popping it onto the back like that. This just lifts it up. It's just a different way of lifting up your project. Excellent, Lorna. That means we'll have you on more. Superb. So there we go. And I think I might just, if I've got a thinner bit, I don't know if that's thinner. Should I move that along slightly? No. Just leave it. I'll just pop that in between there, just like that. There we go. And then we're just going to pop that on. So just popping that onto here, like that, and just slightly offset it. So giving it a bit of a border as well around the edge, like that. Just hold that down for a few seconds. There we go. That's good. And all I want to do is add some. I should have added it before. I don't know why I've got this frog out, but I do. I think it's because it's got these words on it. That frog must be in the back. So we've got a couple words here. This one says memories. So I think they're just of memories because I don't know where the other two are. Because there are another two, but they seem to have disappeared. So I've put my inks away. I'm going to bring them back down. So I'm going to have, what will I have? I think I'll go for, sorry about the noise, folks. No, where is it? No, not the colour I'm looking for, you know. There, no, that's not it. It's the light blue one. I bet it's at the bottom somewhere. Here it is. So this colour here is called, it sort of goes with this one here, Bottom Breeze. So I'll just go for that with the word memories, and then we will finish up because it's going to go on for, oh no, ever in a day. Do you think I can cover that with, great. Kind of, not really. And we'll just go back and pop the bee on again, which, let's get this wee thing. I'm not going to do it in blue, I'm going to do this in grey. Let's just do that in grey. Morning mist. Morning mist. So I'm just going to do that on the side there. That's it. And I'm going to actually put it onto here as well because I think that might be quite nice. And just another one. Going that away. And there we go, really, guys. That is me. I'm done. I hope you have enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for coming on and supporting me. It does really mean a lot to me. A gem. What's that? Oh, the putting on the what do you call it? It's the packaging. Yeah. It wasn't my idea. I got it from somebody else. But yeah. So there we go. There's a few cards from that. So that was from an A4 sheet of stamping on each side. So stamping up the top and stamping down the bottom, and then cutting it up into various bits. And the first card we made was this sort of illusion type card as well, with the different papers, and just popping the second paper up onto foam pads. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate having you, as I said. I hope that you can take something from this live and perhaps use it in your crafting. And I mean, I'll be back again with something new on my channel, either tomorrow or Thursday. So please do give this a thumbs up. If you can share it, that would be brilliant as well. And I will see you on the live. The next live will be Tuesday, but it will only be in the evening at 7:30 because I have a workshop through the day and the afternoon. And it doesn't finish till 3 o'clock, so there's no chance of doing a 2 o'clock live. But I will be back with something else. And as I say, thanks ever so much. Do appreciate it, and thank you so much. Have a great evening, everybody, and see you soon. Take care. Bye.